Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Maelstrom in his Gouf. And we're taking another look at the Gouf here because it got some decent improvements in the most recent patches. One of the most significant is the Heat Rod, which now I think got like 1,000 more damage at some of the higher levels. It's a lot of damage, and Mail sent this round in because he manages to land a lot of good hits with the Heat Rod, including a good number of downswings. After the patch hit, I was practicing with my Gouf a little bit because I was never good with the Heat Rod, and I'm still not good with the Heat Rod. It takes very specific spacing because any closer than that, and it does not hit very well. It is, especially for the downswing, incredibly precise ranging, and there it is right there. And that Garrett Schmitzer Zaku is down, and I think it's Gerhard Schmitzer is the latest translation that is being used, but I'm not sure. It's one of those things. Gundam translations are weird and varied. And there's a good kill. And he's going to get caught in that explosion, but I think the Gouf has the explosion defense skill, so yeah, as you can see, Mail is favoring the Heat Rod here. He's just kind of trying to, show off its uses and doing a really good job of it. He just hit that Gundam ground weapons rack for a combined about 5,000 damage, I think it is. It managed to tag him with a shot, but that is nowhere near the damage. Unfortunately, there was a GOG. Which, that's a sentence that applies very frequently. Unfortunately, there was a GOG, but got some good damage on that. He will surely get the assist when anyone lands so much as a single attack on that weapons rack. So, yeah, off to a good start, and time to go sailing in here. And, yeah, they've got a good lead to start, 2,100 to 900. That, I'm pretty sure, is the weapons rack, fighting number 4 up close there. And all he has to do is basically land a shot. Somebody else got the shot, and I believe the Heat Rod, yes. No, it didn't stun the GOG. I thought it would. Downswing will, though. Yeah, because topple attacks are, even no matter how much stun armor you have, topple attacks always work. So I think Mail just got caught in an airstrike. It's hard to tell, but it took a fair amount of damage there, so it seems the most likely thing. I managed to get quite a few shots in the small of the back there, and now there's somebody coming up behind him and doing a lot of machine gun damage very rapidly. This cost, it might be a Jim Cold District, which is not a great matchup for this. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, he's about to take a death, but, still doing really good damage, knocking down a lot of things with the Heat Rod. There's good stuff going on here. So yeah, as you can see, it's an exercise in ranging, and ranging is a good thing to know, especially for melee attacks. So if you want to get better at knowing the specific positions and ranges of your attacks, the Gouf might be a good thing to practice with. But he is about to get back in his. Yeah. Looks like it probably has taken a hit, but not a tremendous hit, just a hit. And he's still got most of his legs. And especially since he got away from that shot, probably, I'm going to say a Gym 2. Something else is taking it on, so he can get into the fracas here. Good damage on that GOG. Didn't kill, but I think somebody else did, so now he can deal with the Schmitzer Zaku. And it is falling down the ravine there. And, yep, just waiting for a good opportunity. But yeah, he's making good use of the Heat Rod here. This is great to see, because this is a totally different playstyle from anything I ever do with the Gouf. So, just this is great for me to watch, because ideally I might learn something, but also just I like that there are different ways to play these mobile suits. People talk about the meta, and you can be incredibly effective with a bazooka and a beam saber, but it's not the only way to play. It is not an unstoppable way to play. It's a simple way to play and a good way to pick up the game, but it's just one of many options, and that's one of the things I really like about this game, because yeah, it can be kind of stifling how much it is used and how frequently it works, but it was in Battle Operation 1, it was literally the only way to play. The game balance here is so much better, it's not even funny. Which, again, is not something you may be able to appreciate if you didn't play GBO1 back on the PS3. But believe me, they are working at this, they are improving the game constantly, and it's good to see. So, fighting that Schmitzerzaku again, which just foolishly used up its tackle. And remember that your neutral swing, 9 times out of 10, is your fastest swing. He tried a side swing, Mail tried a neutral swing, and Mail won. So, let's see. They did manage to land their tackle this time, but nope, that's it. They had help, so if it had been one-on-one, I think Mail might have been able to back off and use the heat rod again, but as it is, held out pretty well, did a fair amount of damage, and kept from getting locked down for a good while. 2,000 point lead with 2 minutes left, not a bad position to be in. And coming back, let's see, one enemy is approaching. That's it's the Gog. Not a bad position to be in. And yes, the downswing on the heat rod will knock it over, so that's something. And there's the weapons rack, which is not terribly well guarded, though, somebody peeled off to go help it, possibly the Gog. And, yep, Mail got out of its way. And I think there's another, that would have been a successful downswing if the Gog had not had help. But the Gog had help, and that downswing is vicious. Wow. Still got a 2,000 point lead, though, so, no real loss. That's good. And a little bit more time here, about another minute and a half, and they will have it. And just, luckily it's a 300 point round, so respawns are relatively quick. I'm not sure, probably the support for the team has, I think it's called the front, nice quick combo and kill. Has the frontline support system, which cuts 10%, 5 to 10% respawn time, I believe it is, off of everyone's respawn for every mobile suit with the skill. It's mostly a support skill at the lower costs, though a lot of the Zeta Grunts have it. The Hyzak has it, I believe the Gym 2 does. Rick DS might. So it's getting to be a more common skill. It's, speeding up respawns, nothing wrong with that. See, he took some damage to the back, but not a lot, and now he's got a better range, and that person just got murdered trying to swing on somebody. Did not work for them. It is expanded to a 3,000 point lead, and the weapons rack is right there. Did not land the downswing. He's going to go in anyway, though, because there's no real reason not to with this kind of a lead with 15 seconds left. Even if you take the death, and that Gog is doing some work, you're not going to lose the round. And he's up, he's got 5 seconds, he's got most of his legs, and he's about to knock the Gog on his face. So yeah, not enough time to kill the Gog, but close. Or did they? No, they focused fire and they did it. Good work. So, yeah, that was a good round. That was a good demonstration of the new improved heat rod damage and the capabilities of the Gouf in general. And yeah, much appreciation to Maelstrom for sending that in, especially right now. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I don't remember whether they buffed the heat rod on the Gouf Custom and the Vish Donahue as well. I think it's just the original Gouf, and I believe it's a much higher buff at higher levels of it. I believe the level 4 is particularly damaging. But if you go back and check the patch notes from a few weeks ago from YaoYao9 on the GBO2 subreddit, that will tell the tale. Should be a link to it in my video for that update.